you may want to write or take a screenshot right about now. Okay, number one thing I want to share with us is risk management. Okay, you see, risk management is one of the uh, pivot points of success in forex trading. And as a matter of fact, this is the key points of uh, this is the key points of success in this business. Okay, you want to be sure you follow a proper risk management. If your risk management is poor, and any deviation from this particular topic I'm talking about, which is risk management, is going to cost you your account. So you want to be sure proper risk management is followed when you are trading. So if you can put this in your trading career, it will be very, very, very hard for you to blow your account. And as a matter of fact, we will teach you in a way that it will be very, very difficult for you to even blow your account, except you deviate from what we are going to teach you. Okay? So risk management is really, really powerful in this journey. No successful traders in the world, ask around. If you know any successful trader, ask the person why what is the importance of risk management in that business. If she is telling you something else apart from this, then she is doing something else. She is not a trader. He or she is not a trader. So any successful trader, the first thing the person we talk about is risk management. So you want to put this uh, at the back of your mind. Okay? You want to put it at the back of your mind. So you want to take note of that. The next thing you want to look out for is a proven strategy. You need a strategy that will tell you that, see, a strategy that you will be confident about, that this strategy can give me what I want. A strategy that you know can deliver, that can give you that profit at any point in time. And as a matter of fact, in this business, in the business of forex trading, no strategy is 100%. So have that at the back of your mind. You just need to note that behind this particular subject. No strategy is 100%, but you need a proven strategy, a strategy uh, that has consistency. Okay. Now the next thing I want to talk about is a balanced emotion. There is no way you want to do in this business, most especially as a beginner, that you won't be controlled by emotion. Those of us who have been trading can testify to what I'm sharing with you right now. Emotion is one of the keys that that invites downfall in this business. But it's a gradual process. Nobody can teach you how to manage or balance your emotion. We can only tell you what you need to do. Emotion, it's a personal thing. It's inbuilt. So you need to work on yourself, but we will guide you on what you need to do to balance your emotion. So you want to be sure you have a balanced emotion. Okay, so that is that. So the next thing is market knowledge. Market knowledge. You want to know how the whole process works. You want to have the prerequisite education before you start trading. You want to know what you are doing before you start investing your money. You want to know what it takes to start making money in this business, and that is where you need knowledge. And as a matter of fact, The process we are undergoing right now is part of market knowledge. In fact, is the beginning of market knowledge. Okay, so you want to have a good market knowledge about this business before you proceed. Okay, so and to the glory of God, we believe you have come to the right place. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is coaching. Coaching, coaching and mentorship. You need somebody who has been there, done that. You need somebody to hold you by the hand. You see, the journey is fast if you do not know the road. It's far rather if you do not know the road. But the journey can be faster if you know somebody who knows the road. Okay, the journey can take you a lot of time if you do not know the road, but it can be very, very faster if you know somebody who knows the road. But you are already there if somebody who knows the road holds you by the hand and take you there. Okay, I don't know if you're getting my brief explanation about that. So you need a coaching, somebody who can coach you. You don't need to start jumping around. You don't need to start jumping around. Okay, stay with somebody who knows you think can uh give you what you really want. So consistent coaching and mentorship is one of the sources in this business. Okay, so now the last on the list, consistent practice. This crowns everything. All what I've been talking about. Consistent practice crowns everything. If you know risk management, you know proven strategy, you have been able to balance your emotion, you have good market knowledge, you have somebody who is coaching you, mentoring you day in, day out. If you do not practice, everything is zero. Okay? If you do not practice what you have been taught, everything is zero. If you do not practice what you have learned so far, believe me, you're going nowhere. You have to dedicate some time. Like I do tell our students, most especially those who have just concluded their advanced training, you have to practice, 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 and be sure you are practicing. Okay, it is when you keep practicing that is when you get to know more about this business. That is where you get to discover the hidden things about this business. Believe me, to the glory of God, this is not a boast. I personally, on my own, I discovered over 70% about this business on my own, and that is due to consistent practice. So if I have not been practicing, it's very, very possible that I won't know what I'm talking about today. It's because I have dedicated some time to practice. So that is one of the keys of success in this business. So you must be ready to practice at least for a certain period of time. Okay, so that is that. So you may want to take this screenshot. Okay, you may want to take this screenshot or have it written down somewhere. So I'm moving to the next slide right about now. Now, let's move further. What is Forex? What is Forex? What is Forex? You have been hearing about Forex. For those of us who are new, you have been hearing about Forex. You see, Forex simply means foreign exchange. It simply means foreign exchange. It is, sorry guys, foreign exchange market is one in which a nation's currency is traded for that of another at a mutually agreed rate, which means for foreign exchange to take place, it means two countries must agree on must agree on an exchange rate before it can be called foreign exchange. Okay, two countries must come to a mutual agreement before they can agree on a particular exchange rate. And as a matter of fact, this is determined uh, by the economy of each country. So it's as simple as that. Forex market is run electronically within the networks of banks. It is run 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So what this is telling us is that there is no central place, no particular place you have to go to trade Forex. It is run within the networks of banks across the world and 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So have that at the back of your mind. No specific place you have to go to make a foreign exchange, to trade a foreign exchange. Okay, so that is it. Forex market is the largest market in the world. Today, it is $6.6 trillion per day. Wow, that is awesome. Fast stocks, 500 billion for stocks. And as a matter of fact, when I started this journey about 5 years plus ago, the daily turnover of this business was about 4.7 trillion dollars, and that was about 5 years ago. And now today it's $6.6 trillion. You can see this is a very good business. It's a business that is growing every day. In fact, the $6.6 trillion, a $6.6 trillion market per day is more than a lot of countries yearly spend. It's more than many countries' budget for a whole year. So you agree with me that no business around the world will be as large as this. Okay, so and a moment, guys, just few seconds. Seeing some strange things right there. Just few seconds, please. Just few seconds. I'm still with you guys, trying to correct something right. Uh, I think some said they can't hear, so they have. I can. They haven't on their mic, so they won't be able to hear us if they did not activate their mic. So now, so let's move forward. The next thing I want to talk about right here is asset classes. Asset classes. What are the tradable assets in this business? What are the tradable assets in this business? Number one is currency. Currency, which is forex, foreign exchange. So you want to exchange one country's currency with that of another. Okay. So number one asset you want to that is tradable in this business is currency. Number two is shares. Okay. So we all know about Facebook, Amazon, Alibaba, and others. So these are their shares. So their shares are also tradable. It is not until you live in America or in Europe or in anywhere else before you can trade their shares. So you can buy and sell Facebook shares. Amazon shares, Alibaba shares, and others. Okay, the next thing is indices. Indices. We have indices. Indices is the collection of many companies' shares. Okay, and as a matter of fact, let's for example, Facebook shares, Amazon shares, Alibaba shares, all these shares put together in one place is called indices. Okay, I hope you're following. Multiple of companies shares put together in a place is called indices. So we have S&P 500, we have NASDAQ 100, and we have varieties like that. Okay, we only mention these two for educational purpose. So we have a lot of them. Okay, the next thing on the list is energy. Okay, energy. We have crude oil. Okay, so trading oil it is absolutely out of the game for newbie. You not advise because this might know you want to know what you are doing. So I am not saying you will not trade it. You will definitely do, but you must know what you're doing. So another thing is commodities. Under commodities, we have gold, we have silver, we have bronze. Okay, so we have diamond as well. You can trade all these. You can trade all these, so which is under commodities. And gold is another thing we don't advise newbie to dab into quickly. So you want to be very sure before you also trade gold because it is highly volatile. It can give you good profits within a short while and vice versa. So now the last on the list is cryptocurrency. We all know Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and all of that. So all these things are the assets you can trade. Okay, they are the assets you can trade. So you want to take note of this as we move on. Market participants. Market participants. Who are the people trading in this business? Why is this business as large as $6.6 trillion? Why are people coming into this business every day? Why is this business so popular the way it is today? Market participants. Who are the people playing in this business day in, day out? In Forex market, we are using the Forex market as an example. So we're not going to use stock as an example. We are using the Forex market as an example. So you can see right in front of you, this a lot of the newbies in the house asking themselves, why is this central bank? Are they trading Forex? Capital, yes. Central banks, they are the number one player in this business. Central banks of the countries across the world, they all trade Forex. So you can see why this big business is big. So if you can hear me and you're following and you're gaining some value, please smash in 222 in the chat. I want to be sure I'm communicating and you guys are following me. If you can hear me loud and clear and you are gaining some value and we are on the same page, smash in 222 in the chat. If you cannot hear me, then obviously you won't write anything. All right, all right, all right. Ubong, thank you. Sunday, thank you. Sam, Ahmed, right. Thank you so much. Clement, engineer, I appreciate you guys. You've made the right choice. Believe me. Time will tell. Then you got to thank yourself for this. Now, the next one I want to talk about is financial institutions. Financial institutions also trade in this business. They are also part of the market movers. Okay, we have investment funds, the hedge funds, the big players. They are the big players in this business. So I'm not talking about hedge funds with $1 million. No, I'm talking about hedge funds with over $200 million to trade per time. Over $200 million. I'm not talking about hedge funds below $200. That will not even have a significant impact on the market. For you to be able to move, to shape the market, for you to be to have an impact in the market, you must be able to trade nothing less than $200 million at a go on the market. Okay, and now I will tell you based on the correct market daily turnover, which is $6.6 trillion. You need to what is the percentage of $500 million compared to $6.6 trillion daily? You can see it's insignificant. So now the next one I want to talk about is commercial banks. All our banks, for example, in Nigeria, we have a lot of banks: First Bank, GT Bank, EcoBank, all of them. They all trade in this business. In fact, all your money that you put in the bank, they are using it to trade. And this is a secret nobody will tell you, except you have the opportunity to know. So all our banks are using our money to trade in this business and to generate profits for themselves. So, and now where do I belong to? Where do you belong to? We are the retail trader. The retail trader, you and I are the retail trader. So you can see, judging from those we are surrounded with, we have no single impact on the market at a point in time. So you and I want to buy $10. We want to trade $10 per time. We want to trade $50 per time. We want to trade $100 per time. Can you really compare that with someone who is trading $500 million, $1 billion? So you can see. So you and I, we are the retail traders. So these are the people we are competing with. We are competing with the central bank, the commercial bank, the financial institutions, the hedge funds and fund management. Okay, but you and I, we are not competitors. Okay, these are our competitors: the central bank, commercial bank, financial institutions, investment and hedge funds. They are our competitors. So you and I, as a retail trader, we are brothers. We are not competitors. Okay, so if I know anything, if I share it with you, it will never ever have any negative impact on me, because I know this is a business that I do not have any competitor except the big players. Okay, so that is that. You have to know those who you are competing with in this business. These are the market participants. So take note of that and be familiar with that. And as a matter of fact, sometimes you may see for those of us who have been trading before, either on demo or on live account, and at a particular point, you may see a rapid movement of a particular currency pair in a certain direction for like some minutes, for an hour or something. So these are the people moving the market at that particular time. Even when there is no news, you may have the markets moving. Recently, about 2 days ago, that was on Thursday, we had a massive drop on gold. And as a matter of fact, there was no news as at that particular time. There was no news, but it was a rapid movement down. So the big players were in the market during this period for about 8 hours. So it was a huge profit for those who sold that time. So it dishes out about over 2,500 pips. So that is that. That is just an example. So let's move on. I know a lot of us we have questions. Please just keep your questions. We are going to take them. Okay, we are going to take them. Now, the business of forex. The business of forex. For those of us who are just starting, the newbies I'm talking to, take note of this. Take note of this. The business of forex. What do you need to trade in this business? What are the requirements? This this is something that's related to every other business around the world. Let's, for example, you want to start a eatery, for example. You want to establish a business. Let's, for example, a restaurant. You will know that, okay, you have to put in your pen to paper to know what you're going to need to set up all the businesses. So forex market is not exceptional in the same direction. Okay, forex market also requires some things to be put together. So what are the things? You do not need a lot of things in this business compared to others. You only need few things. Few things. Come with me. Number one thing you need, this business is a minimal investment, which means it does not require a lot from you to become an investor, to get yourself established in this business. You do not need a lot of things. It is minimal investment. The next thing is that you don't need a lot of capital, just like every other business, that you need tens of thousands of dollars before you can get yourself established. So, and as a matter of fact, you only need like $200 to trade. Even these days, because this slide has been prepared about going to 2 years now. Yes, we've been using this slide. It's about over 2 years. Yes, not even going to 2 years, over 2 years. So right now we have a lot of brokers that you can even trade for as low as $10. Okay, you just need like $10 as your trading capital. Compared to a few years back when I started, then it was about minimum $200. Okay, so now what am I saying? You do not need a lot of capital to get yourself established in this business. You don't need to go and break any bank to get your feet established. Okay, but I do advise all our students, for you to make significant income in this business, you need a significant capital for you to make an income that can pay your bills every month, and you still have enough every other thing. You need a good capital, minimum 200, $500. Okay, so a capital that can give you the required profit that can pay all your bills at the end of the month, and you still have extra to do anything you feel like with it. Okay, so have that at the back of your mind. The next one is that it is minimal time commitment. You do not need a lot of time to succeed in this business. No, You don't need a lot of time. Although when as a starter, if you are just starting, you need to commit some time to learn. But if you get to a stage, you won't even look much on your chart before you take a trade. Okay, so it does not require you it does not require much time from you to become a successful trader. Okay, now let's, for example, we all go to school. We have 4 years course. For those of us who have passed through university stage, we have 4 years course, 7 years course, 5 years course. Oops. Sorry guys, we're saying something unusual. A moment, please. Just 1 minute, please. I just need to correct something. I'm still with you guys. Please pardon me. I'm seeing something unusual, so I needed to correct it to avoid mix up. Just few seconds. I'm almost done. Okay. All right. So back to what I'm saying. We all go to school. We have 3 years, 2 years course for those of us who have passed through the polytechnic, 4 years course, 5 years course, and all that. So we spend some time to learn, to go to school to acquire the education. So the same thing goes with forex. You want to commit some time to learn first before you start making money. And as a matter of fact, for you to start working in the labor market, you must have graduated from the university for you to be employed and start receiving your salary, or before you establish your business. So forex is not exception. You have to undergo the process. You need to acquire the knowledge first. So once the knowledge comes, then every other thing will follow. Okay, so you want to commit some time. So this does not require much time from you at all. It does not. And you will confirm that as we move on. Now, the next one right here is that in this business, if you really want to be successful as a newbie, and for those of us who have been trading without consistency, you want to commit at least 2 hours, between 2 hours to 6 hours every day to learn. If you are starting new, you want to commit, you want to practice for at least 1 to 2 hours, minimum 2 hours per day. I understand you are working, okay, and you just have to keep working while you are learning, okay. But you want to try to map out some times. Will I be able to learn in the morning before I go to work? Or is it when I return? Am I doing a shift work? So all those things you need to put it together. But overall, you want to make sure you dedicate some time every day, at least on the worst case scenario, 1 hour. On the worst case scenario, 1 hour. But 1 hour is not enough for a newbie. You need at least 2 hours minimum upward, like that. So to learn and relearn all what you've been taught, to practice as well. Okay, so all this is centralized around practice. So you want to dedicate some time to practice. Okay. Now the next thing is that in this business, you do not need a lot of things. Just like I said in the beginning of this slide, you do not need a lot of things. You don't have to start thinking, do I need to employ somebody before I become a forex trader? No. Do I need an office before I become a forex trader? No. Do I need to rent shares? Do I need to rent this? Do I need to pay for this? Do I need to pay for that? All those are capital no. You do not need all of that. You do not need all of that. So the simplicity of this business is that you only need one or two things to establish yourself. You only need your laptop computer and a working internet network. And quickly, I have heard a lot of educators trying to mislead a lot of people. Guys, those of you who have been trading before, please, I want you to testify to this. Please pay attention to what I'm about to say. A lot of educators have misled those who have been who are trading either live on or demo account right now. They have misled that uh, coming to this business, immediately you start learn with your phone and you start making profit in the next 3 days, in the next 1 week. If that has worked for you and you are on this call, please type in 2. You have attended a lecture and they said, okay, with your phone, you can learn and you master this skill set and you start making money under 1 week. If that has happened to you, you are living testimony to what I'm sharing with you, and somebody have told you that you can learn this business through your phone without a laptop. You can master the skill set without a laptop. You can only master it with your phone. If you have been told that story, raise your just type into in the chat. Type into in the chat. Okay, Akime said yes. Akime, I want to bring you up. Tell us your story. Tell us your story. I'm going to omit you right about now. Good. I think I have a lot of people here who can share that testimony. The newbie, please. This is just our section is always interactive, and those who normally attend our Sunday's lecture, free Sunday's lecture, can attest to that. So if you are having a section that is not interactive, then you want to be careful. Just a moment, I'm going to bring Akime up first. So you tell us your experience. Hello, Mr. Akime. Good evening, sir. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing today, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Now, share your experience with us. Have you been, when you got started, have you been told that you can learn this skill set through your phone alone, and today you have mastered it?
Yeah, I've been told that, but there is still problems there.
Oh, good.
Yes, there is still problems there. Why I typed into, I just want to really share my experience with that. So it's very difficult.
Okay.
Yes, it's very, very, very difficult.
Good.
Because when you start to get the market overview of a market, it's very difficult. You can't even get it proper.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, it's just by chance, maybe. It's just by chance that you will even make it. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So I'm going to omit you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Now let me bring Mr. Yomi up. Mr. Yomi, please mute your mic. Mr. Yomi, please unmute your mic. Hello, Mr. Yomi, are you there? Please unmute your mic. You don't have much time.
Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
How are you doing today, sir?
I'm good. Thanks for the opportunity.
You're most welcome, sir. Please share your experience. Have you been told you can trade Forex successfully through your phone? And are you?
Yes. And I think most of those trainers is just to get more people to themselves. You know, most people may not have access to laptop, but the fact is that by the time you get into it, you will discover that just like the earlier speaker said, to get the overview of the market, it's not easy. You have to know so many things that is going on, get the fundamentals. To do that on phone is not easy. So at the end of the day, you just discover that when you are to get into the market, you'll be slowed down one way or the other, getting information and everything. So the best bet is to get one laptop.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think that is enough. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'll just tell me. Thank you so much, sir. So I really appreciate your experiences and your comments, sir. See, in my years of experience, and as a matter of fact, I would say again that I am 5 years, 3 months in this business. It is not possible. The newbies in the house, please listen to this very well. We are not here. I am not here to deceive you. Okay? And I do tell all our students, there is no amount of money that I want to charge you for anything that I will not make it from the market. I am not doing this for the money, although the money will only complement the effort. Okay, I have the passion to teach people and to let them know what is happening. It gives me a lot of headache when I see young guys like me out there not making money, and there is a golden opportunity for everyone to make money. Okay, so it gives me a lot of headache. So for those of us who are coming behind, you are new to this business, you want to get started. Believe me, we are not here to deceive you. Okay, if you really want to learn how to trade in this business and be successful, you want to learn it in a proper way, you need to get a laptop. Just like the speaker said, you can get started with your phone, but you will not learn anything. You will not learn anything. And it even amazes me. It gets me angry a lot when I see a lot of so-called educators online teaching people on how to trade to become a successful trader by chart alone. How on hell is that? How can it be possible? They just want to squander people's money. If only two people can attend your lecture and you tell them the right thing and they're able to do the right thing, you are okay. Compared to when you have a lot of people and at the end of the day, they will have wrong motives about this business. And once they lose their money, they will say Forex is not working. Forex is a scam. Forex is this. Forex is that. It is because they have been misguided. The so-called educators don't tell them what they need to do. That is the problem. So for those of us who are coming behind, I beseech you, if you really want to learn from anybody, I am not saying learn from us. No, this is just an high opener for you. Get a laptop before you get started. Okay, you cannot know anything through your phone. You cannot know anything except you want to rely on signal. And for you to even be able to take a signal, you must undergo some kind of education. And for you to even get that right, you need to do it on your laptop to avoid mistakes. So if you master how to trade on laptop, nobody will tell you that go to phone and trade. You will know it yourself. You get to a stage that nobody will tell you that no, I'm perfect with it. So that is that. That is my golden advice for you guys. Please get a laptop, and along the line, if you've been taught on how to trade on your laptop and you're following the process, while you are practicing that, then you can continue practicing on how to trade on the phone. That is even by the way. It does not take much on how to trade by the phone. If you master it very well, then you can look at your chart on the phone, look at it on the phone and take your trade. That is, you have mastered it. But if you haven't mastered it, it will not be possible for you to take a trade, to read the chart on the phone. You won't even know what you're doing. So that is that. So I beseech you. So I'm sorry so much. I really appreciate you, but I really appreciate those who share their experience. So lastly on this, recession proof. Forex market is recession proof. It does not have time where it goes down, when it comes up. You buy when it's low and you sell when it is high. So this recent pandemic has been a lot of proof has been another recession proof evidence to a lot of people. And I had a friend who called me during this pandemic, said, Kingmaker, What are we going to do in this pandemic? He's also a successful trader, but I think it's about a year plus now. I taught him, he's a friend. I taught him, and to the glory of God, he's now making money. He said, what are we going to do now? Should we stop trading? I said, no, why will you stop trading? You can only expect the market to be really, really volatile. You can only expect the market to be volatile, but it doesn't stop you from trading. And during this pandemic, believe me, this is not a hype. I am not to hype myself. And those our student knows I don't like to share my life to show my life account to people. No, that is not part of it. It's not to encourage you or to discourage you or to show to you that I can do it. No. When we get to that, you know if I'm able to give you what you want or not. So ask me, do we still continue trading? I said, of course, continue trading. And a lot of people like that, started asking me, what are you going to do? Should we stop trade or continue? Continue trading. And a lot of you make money during this pandemic while a lot as we are suffering without any help from the government of this country. So forex market is recession proof. So let's move on. We don't have a lot of time. I'm going to move a little bit faster because we are running out of time. So to succeed, you must be willing to work hard and master the skill set. Okay. So I think I've also explained this part. So for you to become a successful forex trader, you must be willing to work hard and master the skill set. Without that, you have nowhere to go. But I can tell you, this is a business that everyone will love to do. And you are going to thank yourself if you can commit some time to learn now. Later on in the future, in the next couple of months, you will thank yourself and you'll be happy with yourself that you took that bold step to learn uh, how to trade in this financial market. How to gain access into the forex world. How will you gain access? How can you trade in this business? How can you come in? The only thing you can only do is you can only gain access into the forex world through a broker. Okay, let me quickly explain a broker. A broker is a company or a firm that gives you access to the financial market, to the financial instruments. Okay, broker gives you access to the foreign exchange market by giving you a trading account. Let me quickly explain how the broker works. For those of us who are in Nigeria, and as a matter of fact, we have almost everybody here in Nigeria, we all know how the agents work. If you are looking for an apartment, we all know how they work. They secure an apartment for you. They only get their pay through the commission they are going to get from you. Okay, so this is exactly how the broker works. This is exactly how the forex broker works. Okay, they give you access to access the foreign exchange market, and they get their reward through the commission you are going to pay, and the commission is very, very tiny. It's innegligible, very, very small. So you don't even want to look about that. But if they collect small commission like that from millions of customers, you know what is going to give them at the end of the day or week. So you brokers get paid through the commission you are going to pay to them when you pick a trade, okay, when you sell or when you buy. So the broker will give you access to access the forex market. Unlike decades ago, I read that in some books. Unlike decades ago, common man like me and you cannot trade in the forex market. It is those who have like millions and they are tax free. They are not owing government tax in the US and other countries like that. Those are the ones that can trade in this business. But now the simplicity of the internet and the world generally has made it so simple for everyone, for somebody like me and you to come into the market and trade through the broker. And as a matter of fact, the broker collects uh, trade orders from numerous retail traders like me and you and put up everything together and send it into the market to buy or to sell at a particular point in time. So the brokers in a single word gives you access into the financial market, and they give you an account. So they give you an account just like you open a bank account in all our various banks. So they give you, you can only access that through the forex broker. So that is the work of forex broker. So if you are with me on the same page, please drop into. We don't have much time, so I think we have one more slide to cover right after this. So that's, we don't really have much time. If you are with me, please type into. Type into. The timestamp for today's class is 1 hour 30 minutes. It's 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. The business of forex trading. The business of forex trading. What does it take? Forex trade is 24 hours market that gives you flexibility. Okay, it gives you flexibility. You can, which means you can trade at any point in time. You don't have to wait till morning or afternoon or evening before you can trade. You can trade anytime you feel like trading, okay? And not even when you feel like trading, when there is a condition according to your strategy. When there is a condition, a particular condition has been met for you to trade, that is where you want to trade. So that can happen any time of the day or night. So you can build your business from anywhere in the world. So you can go to America, build your business there, start trading. You can go to Ghana, start trading, go to UK, Australia, anywhere you go, you can trade. In as much as you have access to your computer and your internet connection. And if you have that prerequisite knowledge, you can trade on your phone even without computer. And as a matter of fact, 85% of the trades I take it through my phone. 85% of my trades. And a lot of students like that, they are doing that. They are doing the same thing as well because they already know what they are doing. So you just want to know what you are doing before you can start using your phone. So with this, you can plan your daily trading routine around your job. If you are working, anytime you are working, so you just need to plan yourself. Just need to plan yourself. You want to trade in the morning, afternoon, evening. So you can trade anytime. It does you won't get tied to a particular period to trade. So you can plan this around your daily job routine. Okay, so that is that. So I hope I'm not too fast, guys. I understand we all are using internet. So like I said, if you really want to learn, you must commit resources. We don't need a lot of people to be on this call. No, we only need serious-minded people. It's not about having a lot of people, but serious-minded ones. That is it. That is it. Now, to generate consistent profit in this business, one thing I love about this business is that you can make 40% to 100% every month in this business. Yes, no doubt about that. You can make 40%, even more than 100%. More there are months that I make close to 250% in a month. There are months that I make 30% in a month. There are months that I make 45, 50%. And as a matter of fact, on Thursday, one of our students was sharing with me. He said, as at Thursday afternoon, when he called me, he was sharing with me because we were chatting. Then later he called me. He said he has already made 31% within that week alone. This past week on Thursday. So this, I'm just saying this just for you to know that it is possible if you know what you are doing. I'm just saying it that so that you know that everything, nothing is impossible in this business if you know what you are doing. Okay, so and you agree with me that no bank on this planet Earth, even the central bank, cannot give you 100%, 40%, 40% interest on your capital in a month. No bank. Do we have any accountants or bankers in the or banker in the house? If you are a banker or accountant, please type in five. A banker or accountant, please type in five. A banker or accountant, please type in five. In the absence of none, then um we understand that we don't have such in the house. Okay, no problem. Let's move on. So you can make anywhere from 40% more than 100% in a month, and even in a month you are able to make 20% or 15%. Be grateful. A lot of people are losing their money, and you can only lose your money in this business if you don't know what you are doing. If you don't know what you are doing, you will lose your money. But you want to know what you are doing. That is why you are here. And my golden promise to everyone is that if you are following a simple process, you're ready to follow it, you are ready to learn and follow a simple process, you will continue to make that money. That is my golden promise. So I've been there, done that, and I'm telling you based on the testimonies I have been receiving from numerous students. So that is that. Let's move on. Trading time frame. Now, this is something you really want to know. Trading time frame. There are four major trading time frame across the business. There are four major trading times and sessions in the forex exchange market, and the table below shows the time of each section, which include London section, New York section, Sydney, and Tokyo. You see, this time frame section shows, like as you can see right in front of you, we have Sydney, we have Tokyo, we have London and New York. So this time frame shows the time each of these markets opens according to the country. Okay, uh this is according to their own time frame. Okay, each country is according to its own time frame. So don't get it mixed up. Like I said, you can trade 24 hours a day and 5 days a week. And there is no specific place that you have to go to trade forex. You only want to trade forex within the networks of banks, 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So for the newbies, I know this is running in their mind. They may be thinking, should we say uh, there is no, we can trade anytime and no place you have to go. Why Sydney? Why Tokyo? Why London? I know that kind of question may be, you know, rising in your mind. For the newbies, yes, I will quickly explain this. The reason why it is this way is that, in Sydney, which is Australia, as we are in the night right now, they are in the morning, and uh, forex, foreign exchange is 24 hours. So the currencies that carries the Australian dollars, which is the Australian currency, will only be more active during their daytime. Okay, obviously, as we are now, let's assume today is Monday. During this time, we all agree that all businesses in Nigeria, almost 85% of them will be closed by now. Okay, the government offices, the private sectors, and all that, they will be closed by now if today is Monday or week, any of the days within the week. So that's how it happens in all these countries you're looking at. Their currency that carries the Australian dollars will be more active during this time frame you seeing right in front of you. Okay, The same thing goes with Tokyo, which is Japan, London, which is Great Britain, New York, which is the United States. So the Sydney market opens by 9 p.m. GMT to 5 a.m. So by now, by 9 p.m. this time, tomorrow, then see the which is GMT, then the Sydney market is going to open. So and that is about 10 p.m. our time. So and as a matter of fact, you can see that the Nigeria is +1 in GMT. Okay, so you want to take this, you want to notice this very well. Okay, so Sydney market we open by 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. the following morning, which is according to GMT. Then Tokyo will open right after that by 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. in the morning, then followed by the London. London opens exactly 8 a.m. GMT, then closes in the afternoon of the same day by 4 p.m. Then before the closure of London, you have the New York session that opens by 1 p.m. GMT and closes at night before the Sydney market takes over again. So you can plan your day job around this time frame. Around this time frame. So as I've said, you can trade at any time. Okay. So you just want to take note of this. Okay. I hope this is getting clearer to us. So if there is any question so far, please signify in the chat. If you have any questions so far, please signify in the chat. So if this part is really clear to us, please smash in 5 before I move to the next slides. We are about to round up for the day. Okay, Mr. Clemens raised his hand. Let's quickly take that question. Please type in your question in the chat. Type in your question in the chat. Because of our time, please type in the chat. I'm going to read it out and attend to it. Okay, form of trading. Form of trading. Form of trading. Form of trading. There are three forms of trading in Forex. Okay, there are 3 forms of trading in Forex. Okay, Mr. Clemens said, let's quickly go back to his question. He said, open and close. What does that? What means what or what? Okay, open and close. What means? This is West African time. This is Nigerian time. Okay, we have just put this newly so that you can have local time experience. So if you want to work with, you may not get yourself familiarized with GMT. So this is local time, West African time, Nigerian time. Okay, this is Nigerian time. So I've only discussed in GMT for those of us who are not in Nigeria. So I think that is universal. So WAT is West African time. So I hope that answers your question. Okay, he said okay, fine. So forms of trading. There are 3 forms of trading in Forex. We have technical analysis. Technical analysis, please. The newbies, please pay attention to this part. Technical analysis. It is the use of technical indicators to forecast the future movements of the market. Okay. So for you to become a technical trader, you must be able to perform technical analysis. Okay, you must be able to perform technical analysis, and you can only do that through technical indicators. Okay, you can only perform that through technical indicators that will tell you what market is most likely to do next. Okay, and please take note, there is nothing 100% in Forex. No guarantee in this business. It is only probability. It is only probability. So it is the use of technical indicators to forecast the future movements of the market. So technical indicators will only tell you what is what market is most likely going to do next. Okay. Now, on this, we have mathematical tools to forecast future price. Okay. There are also a lot of tools on the trading platform that can tell you what market is most likely to do next. For example, we have the Fibonacci. Fibonacci is one of the tools. So sorry, guys. Fibonacci is one of the tools that can tell you what market is going to do next. Okay, and as a matter of fact, there are some hidden features of Fibonacci that a lot of people, even the professionals out there, a lot don't know. To the glory of God, we got to discover this through practice alone. So if God really want to give you something, if God really want to know something, you will know it. So that is it. And you have to help yourself, help your dream as well. So Fibonacci is part of the future, the tools you can use to forecast the future change, the future price change. Okay. So trend indicator, we have trend indicator. Trend indicator is used to analyze current trend. Trend indicators will tell you where market is going, if market is going up or is going down. I think I have a question here. Please let me quickly check the question. What kind of drawdown? What kind of drawdown in percentage can I expect with a profit expectation of 40% per month? This is going to, nobody is going to tell you this. Number one thing is that I'll answer this question later. Okay, please remind me of this question. I'm going to answer it. Let's cover what is on ground. Okay, I am going to answer this question. Please, if I'm about to close and I do not answer this question, please put it up again. I want to answer it. Okay, so let me quickly share my screen with us. Let me quickly share my chart with us. Now, hope you all can see my screen. You can see my chart right here. Okay. I hope you can see my chart. If you can see my chart, please put in one. Let me put in let me bring in a moving average. You can see my chart, please put in one. All right, thank you so much. Good. All right, all right, all right. Thank you so much, guys. So now, check trend indicators used to analyze current trend market. For example, we'll use the moving average. Okay, now this line that you are looking at right here, for the newbies, is called the moving average. Okay, this will tell you the direction of the market. It will tell you if it is trending or not, if market is going up or is coming down. That is what we call the trend. Okay, the trend is when the market is going in a particular direction like this. It's going in a particular direction, although it will go in zigzag as you are seeing right here, but it is trending up. It means trending up. So if a market is going up, it's trending up, and if it's coming down, it's trending down. So this line, this red line, is called the moving average, and it is this can only be used through a period. So when we get to that bridge, we will cross it. So I'm just showing you just for you to have a sense of belonging. So this is technical trend indicator rather. This is trend indicator, so it can be used to analyze the direction of the market. This can tell you where the market is going to. So if you really know the direction of this, then you are most likely going to know where market is going to. Okay, so that is that. This is a technical indicator. And the one we also have is that we have parabolic chart. This dotted line right we are looking at will tell you where market is going now. You can see right, we have some set of dots on this red and green candles. Okay, so this will tell you when market is going down or is trending up. So that is the work of uh, trend indicators. It will only tell the direction of the market. I hope that is clear. So if that is clear to the newbies, please smashing 5 in the chat. Let's go back to our slide. Time is fast spent. I'm going to move a little bit faster. So now we have oscillator. Oscillator, it is used to forecast a turning point ahead of time. It's oscillator is like a pendulum that swings up and down. Okay, when it goes up, definitely you are expecting it to come down, and when it comes down, you are expecting it to bounce up again. So that is oscillator. Oscillators. Let me show an example of oscillator to the newbies. The those who have been trading, beg your pardon on that. Let's help them so that they can have good understanding. Oscillator, let me use relative strength index. No, I think let me, oh, sheesh. Okay, great. Oscillator, right? You can see this is oscillator. It's called relative strength index. Newbies, please pay attention. Like I said, it's like a pendulum. This is the upper side. This hash line you're looking at on top here, that is the upper side. This is the floor. So when markets moves up, when this line comes up right here, the next thing you are expecting is to come down to this place. So as a matter of fact, you can see it's already coming down. So oscillators, they are like a pendulum. When it goes up, it comes down again. When it comes down, it goes up. And you can see right here, it comes down right here. The next thing we had was a move up, gradual move up, but it went up. You can see those. So that is the work of an oscillator. So pay attention to that. Oscillator, oscillator is used to forecast the turning point where markets most likely are going to turn and change direction. Let's say, for example, it's going up right now. So when it gets to a point, a higher point, oscillator will indicate to you that, see, this particular currency pair is ready to fall. Okay, so that is the work of oscillator. That is the work of oscillator. Okay, so now let's move on. Fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis is the way of looking at the market through economic, social, and political forces which affect rapid movement of the market. You see, fundamental analysis is second to technical analysis. Okay, for you to become a good trader, you must know technical analysis. You don't want to rely on fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis is only controlled by a news from a particular country, okay, which is going to be affected uh, through the economy. Either they do not have a job or they have more jobs for people and all that. So this is going to be affected through a particular country's economy. So that is a fundamental analysis for you. For example, I'll use the last U.S. election, which they concluded a few days ago, as another example. During that period, we stayed away from the market. The reason is that there was no stable movement of the market in a particular direction. Okay, so there's political forces within that period. So right after the election, this past week, the market was a little bit stable. So and that has to do with a lot of U.S. currencies. And as a matter of fact, what happens to the U.S. currency in one way or the other affects every other. So the just concluded election is another evidence that reveals that to me personally. Okay, because during the previous US election, I haven't gained my ground, so I couldn't figure it out then. But this just concluded election exposed that to me. So if you want to know fundamental analysis, you want to become profitable, you must know technical analysis. That is just it. And the last one right here is market sentiment. You see, market sentiment is like a rumor. You hear from a fellow trader telling you that so currency is going to shoot up. So currency is going to come down. And based on that, you now go and buy or sell. So that is market sentiment. It is rumor. So you want to even stay away from this kind of uh, form of trading. Okay, you want to stay away from it. You don't want to start listening to people that market is going to shoot up, it's going to come down, I'm going to buy, I'm going to sell. A lot of time this is misleading. Okay, though it may have some significant effect of the market if the big players follows that trend. So that is that. Now, okay, I think um, this will be the last slide we are going to solve today. We have less than 5 minutes to end this class today. So I think I appreciate you guys for being here. So Forex basis. Forex is quoted in currency pairs. The newbies, please pay attention. Forex is quoted in currency pair. Each currency pair is given a three-letter code. Okay, each currency pair is given a three-letter code. So right in my left-hand side, we have eight most common currency pair. We have the euro, and the three-letter code for euro is EUR, euro, and US dollars is USD, as you can see, while Japanese yen is JPY, Swiss franc is CHF, Canadian dollar is CAD, New Zealand dollars is NZD, while Great Britain pound is GBP, and Australian dollar is Australian AUD. Okay, so you just want to take note of that. That is a simple thing you know by default. So even if nobody tells you this, you're going to know them by default. Okay. So now the other currency right here, you can see they are exotic currency. So Swedish krona, Danish krone, Singapore dollar, South African rand, and all that. So we have more than that, but this is just listed for educational purpose. So these are exotic currency. So you want to ignore that as a beginner. If you already have your hands on this business very well, you can look at it later on in the nearest future. But for now, stay away from this one. Focus on this space. Okay. So now, right, as you can see, successful traders only trade the seven most currency and liquid pairs. Okay. And as a matter of fact, based on my recent knowledge, research, and all that, I think we are going to change this part. Okay, successful traders can trade any currency pair. Okay, in as much as it's moving very well, and you know what you are doing. Okay, but a lot of people focus on the pairs that carries the US dollars, because that is where a lot of people believe where most people are trading, they are putting their money a lot. So that is where they think, okay, they have to trade the US dollars, the currency pairs that carries the US dollars. So that is the perspective of a lot of people. But in my own experience, it has changed recently based on my research and all that. So I hope you have gained some value tonight. And I'm sure tomorrow's class is not going to be as long as this, because we are not going to do any introduction tomorrow. So we are going to utilize our time judiciously. So if you have gained some value tonight, please, I want you to put in 555 in the chat box. And if there is any question, please put it in the chat box in 1 minute. Let us answer that before we close the session for the day. I think Mr. Clement, okay, what kind of drawdown in percentage Okay, okay. Thank you so much for. Okay, I appreciate you guys. For I appreciate you guys. I'm so glad you gained some value. What kind of drawdown in percentage can I expect with a profit objective of 40 cents per month? Actually, this has to do with your experience, okay? And at the same time, I cannot say you can have a particular return, but if you follow proper risk management in a month, you should not have nothing less than 12 to 15% drawdown on a worst case scenario. And at the same time, this, like I said, this has to do with a lot of factors. If you are not over trading, number one, if you are over trading, you may have a lot of huge percentage of drawdown, but yet you will still have good um, profit at the end of the month. Okay, let's, for example, you have 7 trades running at a go. That is over trading. You have 7 trades running at a go, and all the trades, all out of that 7, you are able to lose 5. Okay, you are able to lose 5, and you use 2% on each trade. That is 10% drawdown automatically. That cannot be taken away. That is 10% drawdown. And in your next 5 trades, and you are using ratio 1 to 2, and you are able to win that 5 trades, automatically you have covered for the loss you made, and you still made another 10%. That is, in your next 5 trades, you are using ratio 1 to 2. You are using 1 to make 2, and you won the rest, the 5. And with that 5, you are able to cover up, which is uh 20% profit, and you are able to pay back the 10% you lost and still have 10% extra. But the drawdown you have incurred with that 5 first trade you lost can never be taken away. I hope that answers your question, Mr. Chidioke. Any other question in the chat, please? Any other questions? Any other questions? Okay. So lastly, if you have gained some value, you really up. Okay, what kind of drawdown in percent can I expect with the profit of? I think I've answered that. I've answered that, engineer. I think I just answered that. What kind of drawdown in percentage can I expect with the profit? I've answered that. What is drawdown? Wow. You probably need to, Mr. Clement, don't run too fast. Okay, I really don't. I will this. Just continue attending this lecture. As the lecture keeps unfolding, you will understand what is drawdown and everything you need to know about this business. Okay, so drawdown is just a percentage of loss. Okay, and for you to if you lose 1%, for you to make it back, you need to win 2. Okay, so that is how it works in this business. Mr. Engineer said, I did not understand your answer. Oh, you probably are not following. Mr. Clement, I think who answered the question initially? Mr. Shijoke, is that understood and is that clear to you? Apostle, okay. The word risk management, what does it mean? Risk management means you have to use a certain percentage of your account on a particular trade setup. You must not, and as a matter of fact, you must, as a beginner, don't use more than 1%. You want to take a particular trade, don't use more than 1% on that particular trade. Okay, maximum 2%. Okay, so that is that. That is that. And trade management is one of the engine room of success in this business. So any other person, do you have any other question in the house? So in the absence of no question, thank you so much for having me tonight. I really appreciate you guys. So I'll be looking out to you guys tomorrow. The the lecture starts exactly 8 p.m. So I'm going to be here 10 minutes before 8 p.m., which is 7:50. I'm going to be here. So if you have a lot of reasonable number of people before 8 p.m., then we are going to quick start. So because I don't want us to take a lot of time as we have done today. So thank you so much for having me. I really, really wish you guys success in your endeavors and in your trading opportunity. So you don't want to miss tomorrow's lecture. Honestly, this is just preamble. You want to be here tomorrow to see what I am going to reveal to you. You want to be here. Most especially the newbies, you have to be here. Those of us be shown to you and it will be revealed to you live right here. So thank you so much for having me. I remain your host, Abolade Adekola, the Kingmaker. So I see more of you on the group and kindly help those who are not here today. Put in your comments on the group, on WhatsApp, on Telegram. Please put in your comments. Let them know the value you've shared. Tomorrow is going to be even more interesting than today. He said, Engineer said, will you be able to explain how all this works on MT4? Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. If you do not understand how to use MT4, then you have nowhere to go. So we take that very, very serious. How to use MT4. Very, very serious. So kindly put in that on our Telegram group, on our WhatsApp group. Let them know the value you've gained today. So tomorrow is going to be more interesting to you. And for those of us who are not on our Telegram group and you're on WhatsApp alone, please, if you do not have Telegram app on your phone, download it, register it, just like the way you register WhatsApp. Then click on our link and join. Okay. Telegram is more secure than WhatsApp. That is why we have a lot of people on Telegram. So just put in your comments on either of the group. Let them know what uh, Mr. Clement, you are not on WhatsApp, don't worry. If you are not on WhatsApp, don't worry. If you are on Telegram, you are good to go. That is okay. So no information that is going to be on WhatsApp that won't be on Telegram. And as a matter of fact, information comes on Telegram first before WhatsApp. So which means we rate Telegram before WhatsApp. So thank you so much. Put in your comments. Encourage others. Let them be here tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. I remain your host and good night to you guys. Bye bye for now.